Hello everybody, this is Isaac, and the piece of technology that I'm going to be introducing today is a smartpen. This particular smartpen that I'm showing you is a LiveScribe Echo smartpen. Now, the idea of a smartpen is nothing new, but as you'll see, they have come a long way in the past decade. I would like to point out first that I am using my handy dandy little flip cam, so that I'm actually implementing one of the presentations, so thanks Gus. So it might be a little difficult to zoom in and out while actually manipulating a pen, but bear with me. Now this particular brand of smart pen, you can buy at Best Buy, and there are a couple different packages that you can choose from. The base pen is a 2 gig pen that is currently $99.99, and the pen can hold up to around 200 hours of audio recordings. That's the one I have in my hand right now. There also is a 4 gigabyte pen available for $149.99. It's the same thing except that it holds 400 hours of audio. There's an 8 gig pen. It's $170.99 I believe right now, and it holds around 800 hours of video, but they all basically do the same thing. Each package has a couple little things and a couple extra notebooks, and I'll get into those in a minute. There's also a combo pack that has the 8 gig pen, and it has additional headsets for additional audio recording devices. It right now I believe is $240.99, so it's the more expensive one. But with each of the packages, you do get a free year of Evernote, which is a $45 value. I'm sure some of you have heard of Evernote before. It's a software service that is designed for note taking and archiving, and it's available for a lot of different devices. You also, with the Echo Smart Pens, you do receive LiveScribe Online for free, and it's basically just an additional online storage. It's also a different way to view and share content with others. But now to get into what actually the pen can do. First, turn it on. Now the basic idea of the pen is that it will record any of the notes that you take, or pictures, or doodles, as well as any. It'll also record any audio that you want it to. But once you really get into it, you'll see it's a lot neater, which I will in just 1 minute. First, I want to show you the device itself. It is a functioning pen. Bring in a little piece of paper. It does, oh yeah, sorry. There's writing all over everything. I know it says I'm hungry, just ignore that. It is a functioning pen just like any other. There is a digital screen on it. Right here, I don't know if you can, if the camera is high def enough, but it says 6:10 a.m., so obviously the time's not set right. Right here is a little microphone that actually records all the audio. Now you'd be shocked on how strong the microphone really is. It picks up on a lot. And there's a couple different settings that you can use on the pen, so you can go back and forth between if you're in a conference hall or in a huge lecture hall, let's say. And you can adjust the strengths, so what to pick up, what it won't pick up. In a live classroom, it actually will pick up all the students talking around you and everything. So that is one of the benefits. There's a little microphone, like I said. Underneath it is a speaker, so you could always play back. Up top, sorry, it's hard to figure out where I'm looking with this. Up top there is a little USB port. Comes with the USB cable, obviously. And that's the way that you can hook it up to the computer to download all your notes or audio onto your desktop. And when you do that, you download it. You can download the software that comes with it. Let's see if I can turn this around real quick. You download LiveScribe Desktop to your desktop itself. It's basically it's similar to your iTunes pub. Now the best part of the pen is the bottom. Right above where the actual ink comes out, there is a sensor. Now that's how it actually records everything. And not only does it record it, it can read back notes. And let's see. Now to get started, here's the paper. Sorry, this is a little sample size paper. The big drawback this does have is you can't just use normal paper. It's not gonna be able to record on normal paper. It's not gonna be able to play feedback on normal paper, because the secret to how it actually reads is within the paper itself. There's all kinds of little tiny dots in between the lines, and it's really reading when you make a line on it, which I'll show you in a minute, it's actually reading what happens to the dots, how the dots are configured. That's how it reads what you're doing. So you do have to buy special paper to use one of these. The paper itself you can buy, they come in notebooks. Right now I think you can get 3 notebooks at Best Buy for $7.99, I believe. And actually, if you have the right paper and everything, you can print up your own. So, I mean, it definitely saves you money that way, and that way you have instant access to it. Now on the paper, you see all these little buttons and everything that are written on the bottom. That is kind of a, I guess you could call it command post. That's how you tell the pen what you want it to do. So here, let me turn it on real quick for you. Oh, apologize, it was on. Okay, starting. Okay, let me put down. See where it looks like a compass? Right in the middle of that, if you just touch it,
main menu,
and you hear the pen say main menu, that's how you first go through your settings. Now to go through them, you hit down.
paper replay,
Paper replay is, here, let me hit over for you. That is how you can replay back some sessions that you've already heard or you had recorded. And by doing that, you can just go through these. Now, I actually don't have any recorded on here right now, but I will in a minute. Let me go back for a second.
paper replay,
Now, one of the really cool things with this pen, when you're going back through your notes, if you're going back through your notes from, let's say, 2 weeks ago, and you're kind of wondering why you wrote something at the time you did, you can actually click on the word, any word, let's say on page 3 of your notes. You click on the word and you can hit play, and it'll actually play the audio of the exact moment of when you wrote that. So you can kind of realize why you might have wrote that, when you did, what you did. I think you understand. Now it also does have, like all devices now, it seems like, it does have sharing on it, so you can download everything to Evernote or your desktop or even Facebook instantly, because everything has to be synced with Facebook these days, seems like. Alright.
piano,
Oh, you heard piano. I'll show you that real quick. Has many apps on it, just like anything, little games. Here's one that's a piano, just something else that keeps you from actually doing work, I suppose. Let me start that. Let me hit down on piano, and if you listen, you'll hear it.
translator demo,
Oh.
piano, draw your piano.
First,
Draw 9 vertical lines from left to right.
well, I suppose you heard that. You draw 9 lines. 2, 3.
Connect the lines on the top and bottom.
Just draw a line across.
Write the letter I. This is your instrument icon. Double tap when you're done. Write the letter R. This is your rhythm tracks icon.
Now you see that, how I had to write the letters I and R? You'll see what that does in a minute. Now here's the keys. Yeah, I know it's not like too cool. It's not Jambox, but it's pretty cool to have on a little pen. Now there's little letters. If you just tap on them,
Vibraphone.
it can change.
Kalimba. Steel drum.
It just changes the noises. In the R, you tap on the R, it just can change rhythms. Not like I know how to play any instrument, so I think you get the idea. It's just kind of cool that you write just one letter like that, the I or the R, and it knows exactly what you're doing. Now, in addition to, obviously, the piano, it does have a built-in thesaurus and dictionary.
Paper replay, piano, translator demo, settings, shortcuts, settings, translator demo.
Sorry about that. It does have a built-in thesaurus and dictionary, so that can always help. I thought one of the coolest things on it was, the translator demo. This would obviously help anytime you're traveling or anything, anytime you need anything translated, but let me just show it to you real quick.
Spanish.
We'll go with Spanish. Not like I know any of it, so it doesn't matter. And then write a word. How about water? Let me get this in front of you.
Agua.
See, just by writing it, it knew what I wrote, and it translated it, and you could touch.
Agua.
I don't know if you can touch
Agua.
again. Any word that you wrote, and it'll translate the word again. Now you can see how there can be many. I know I didn't show you just how to write, but I'm sure you can figure out that you can just write. You can write anything you'd like and download it straight. And I'm not even going to start to draw. You guys don't need to go through that. It's awful. But there are some obvious benefits to it. I know a lot of people. No, not a lot, but the people I do know that have these tend to be me personally, tend to be older students that have just come back to college, and they really like to, obviously, any notes it's going to record and keep forever for you, but the audio is really essential for them. They can come home and play back any of the lectures over and over and over. It's a really good way to study. It's a lot more user-friendly. It's a lot easier to handle than even any other audio recording devices or a laptop. As I'm sure many of you know now, to go in a college classroom, it's just, there's so many laptops. It gets very distracting, I'd say. Another great benefit to me, since I'm a crazy left-handed person that is very sensitive to any size difference in pens or anything, it's very similar to a regular size pen. It only weighs, it's just over 1 ounce. It's actually 1.3 ounces, so it's not heavy in your hand. It's just like a large pen in your hand, so it's not awkward or anything like that. I know I'd like to get into a lot more with you. If I had my computer, I'd show you how to download it and everything, and it'd show you how it actually moves everything from, written paper onto the computer. But I think you pretty much have the gist of it. They're just really cool devices that have come a long way in the last 10 years. They're not these huge bulky things that sometimes knows what you wrote and sometimes doesn't, and can't play back things right. And I don't know, I haven't had much time to really use them, but they are definitely entertaining, and I hope this is somewhat useful. And thank you again.